Summary of Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Introduction. If you find yourself struggling to convince your partner to try a new restaurant or persuade your boss to give you a raise, it's time to learn Chris Voss's tips on mastering negotiation and avoiding compromise. As humans, we have an innate desire to get what we want. Successful negotiation can help achieve this, and former FBI lead hostage negotiator Chris Voss shares his secrets for becoming a great negotiator. Though it requires time, patience, and practice, applying his techniques can teach you to never compromise and never split the difference. Chapter 1. You want what you want. Negotiation isn't just for big business deals. It happens every day with your spouse, friends, colleagues, and even your kids. Everyone operates on a basic animalistic urge of wanting things, often driven by emotion rather than rational thought. Many negotiation techniques fail because they assume people can separate their emotions from the problem. However, humans operate under cognitive biases, making us unconsciously irrational. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman identified two systems of thinking: the fast, instinctual mind dealing with emotions, and the slow, logical mind. The emotional mind often overrides the rational one. Understanding this, you can use the framing effect to influence how people react. By creating the right context, you can get the desired reaction, as illustrated by how you might negotiate with a toddler to avoid a tantrum by offering them a different reward. Chapter 2. The Power of No. Hearing no in negotiations can be disheartening, but Voss explains that it's valuable for top negotiators. No signals your counterpart's comfort and clarity on what they want, beginning the real negotiation. A premature yes can be superficial and insincere, often used to escape the situation. No can mean various things like discomfort, needing more information, or wanting to confer with someone else. Understanding this can open up more opportunities to learn and build rapport. Chapter 3. Be the mirror. Listening is crucial in communication, but often done poorly. In high-pressure situations, such as hostage negotiations, distractions can impede effective listening. Voss developed the mirroring strategy to build trust and make the other party feel heard. Mirroring involves matching body language, speech tempo, word choice, and tone. Simply repeating the last few words your counterpart said can make them feel understood, encouraging them to share more information. Chapter 4. Labeling empathy. Mirroring alone isn't enough. Empathy is also essential. Empathy involves recognizing and understanding another's perspective without judgment. Labeling emotions is a technique Voss uses to show understanding, calming the counterpart, and facilitating effective negotiation. By verbalizing the emotions of your opponent, you build trust. Avoid using I to keep the focus on the opponent's needs and emotions, not your own. Chapter 5. That's right. Hearing yes is gratifying, but a more powerful phrase in negotiation is, that's right. This response indicates that your counterpart feels understood and acknowledges the validity of your perspective. To achieve this, use labeling to identify their emotions and paraphrase their position. This builds a sense of empathy and rapport, making the counterpart more receptive to your influence. Chapter 6. Calibrated questions. Avoid yes/no questions that shut down conversation. Instead, use open-ended questions to engage your counterpart. Calibrated questions, which focus the opponent's thinking and encourage them to participate in finding a solution, are especially effective. For instance, rather than asking a customer if they need help, yes/no, a sales associate might ask what they are looking for, fostering a more productive conversation. Chapter 7. Throw out the golden rule. Instead of treating others the way you want to be treated, treat them the way they want to be treated. In negotiations, start with extreme anchors, outrageous initial offers, to reveal your opponent's negotiation style and gain an edge. Understanding your opponent's style, whether accommodator, assertive, or analyst, allows you to adapt your approach effectively. Chapter 8. Identify the black swan. Black swans are unexpected pieces of information that can drastically change the outcome of negotiations. Voss learned this from a 1981 hostage situation in which the hostage-taker's motives were misunderstood, leading to a tragic outcome. To uncover black swans, Put yourself in your opponent's shoes and understand their worldview, morals, and mission. This insight can provide leverage and improve negotiation outcomes. Chapter 9. Bend their reality. Avoid rushing or compromising in negotiations. Instead, use timelines and deadlines to your advantage, as they create urgency and influence decisions. The concept of fairness also plays a significant role. People are more likely to accept a deal if they perceive it as fair. Compromise is often safe, but doesn't lead to exceptional outcomes. Use empathy, ask questions, and guide your opponent to see your perspective without splitting the difference. Final summary. By applying Chris Voss's techniques, you can become a master negotiator in all areas of life. Stay calm, empathetic, and get to know your counterpart's views. Establishing trust and rapport is crucial, as is the ability to guide the negotiation toward your desired outcome. Never split the difference. Instead, embrace conflict as a series of manageable, creative opportunities. Treat your counterpart and yourself with dignity and respect, and be honest about what you want and what you can do. This has been a summary of Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss.